They will pay. They will not pay to you. They will not pay to me. They will not pay to anyone, but they will pay to God. They will pay to God. Yes. All those that are delaying this money will pay. Starting from the first person in UEG to the last person in the subscriber list of UEG. Whoever, myself inclusive, whoever is delaying this money will pay for delaying the money. That's a prayer. And I love that. I love that. You see, I've seen a sister, that believe what I've always been preaching. I've always told people you shall reap what you sow. No matter of say I smart, not matter of juju or anything. You shall reap what it's the universal law.
All right, thank you, comrade. We've listened to him. You could possibly feel the voice of frustration also from his words to show that he's not happy. Yes, I understand. It's like that for every individuals who have had to linger until now and expecting to hear certain words, especially from the country director who has remained silent until now. The delays in the UAG disbursement have undoubtedly caused some frustration for many beneficiaries as at now. And I believe that while emotions, I beg your pardon, while several emotions may run very high, it is also essential to channel that energy constructively. Yes, we just have to be civil about it. If there are individuals or systems behind the delay, I believe that accountability is critical and very crucial to what is currently at hand. But vengeance or wishing ill at a time like this is not the answer. I believe that instead we could focus our energies on some other important factors that could be the main orchestra behind this delay, like transparency. For instance, there are people at the echelon of power. There are people who are near to the country director, near to the government more than others. We might be at this other side of the divide and don't really get a clue or so much know what is going on the inside. But there are individuals who are very close. And all of these things we are talking about, who are very close to the country director, those individuals who are very close to also the government, and they hold a stake there. They are real stakeholders here. Transparency can be definitely gotten from them. We should demand for clarity from the organization on the specifics or the specific reasons for the delays. Like we know that yesterday in the midnight, based on Mrs. Ngozi Israel's voice note and submission, that her call, her phone is buzzing left, right, center, just to know what actually is going on, which position are we right now. But she sought extension by saying, okay, it shouldn't be possibly in the beginning of or at the lead period of yesterday, but at the midnight session. That was exactly her voice note. But we didn't possibly hear from her as of this morning, when all expectations are high to hear from like a continuation or a furtherance to what she said yesterday. We need to get possibly a clue or a further build up to that. So I guess, and I so much believe that transparency in cases like this should be a watchword, where we can demand clarity from the organization on the specifics of what actually has bolstered the hush in the process of the disbursement or the delay as at a time like this. I believe that transparency builds trust and also ensures the right channels are being followed. So we don't know who is holding the delay at bay. we might be possibly giving some people who have said that there is no fun in the system some leeway to further express themselves in silence. The more there is a silence, the more we give the other sections the opportunity or the privilege to advance in their cause. But for those who are close, like the Ostracom Ambassador Pascal Anyang is close to the country director. Pastor, I used to forget his name, this Calabar man. I beg your pardon. The name just normally skips me, but some of you might know who I'm saying. Whether it's Bazi Akman or something like that, he's also close to the country director. And some other personalities like that who are very close to the country director. They know what it is with the government. They know what it is also with the country director. They can't say they don't know. So there are people very close who are not giving us critical updates as we expected. Despite there are many who are following on with the processes, and they believe that definitely UAAG is not a scam, and they are definitely going to to disperse, but they are not helping us in this capacity. We are on the lifeline. We are at the point of fire, knowing that we have propelled this to the public at different times of the authenticity of this initiative and this foundation, which we believe in, but helping us in return to also get this particular truth to the audience that has to do with the disbursement framework. But up till now, silence is killing. Silence is hitting, and we just need to get a word from them to allay the worries of the expectant beneficiaries. So I believe that seeking transparency in the process is one key factor that could help alleviate the pain of the beneficiaries who are in expectations. Then the stakeholders also should be held accountable in all of this, because if there's a negligence or mismanagement that is right now in the picture, we should address it. There should be a proper legal or organizational avenues to address a case like this. We shouldn't consider silence as an option. No, we shouldn't consider silence at all as an option. While we remain vigilant, we are in expectations, delay could definitely be frustrating. Yes, it could be frustrating, and often it has some reasons beyond the surface appearance. I understand that some of the things we are seeing on the surface might not be how it is at the back end. That is one thing. We need to be patient. We need to be vigilant. Delay could be frustrating, often have some reasons beyond the surface appearance that we are seeing at this front end, but we might not know what is at the back end. So while we wait actively, that is why we keep ourselves abreasted of information or updates from this channel or some of the channel of information that we are into, to get information from the company itself, that's the foundation itself, so to speak. So we need transparency. We need to hold the stakeholders or the grant handlers accountable for this. Also, we need to be updated and be vigilant about the process. And much importantly, one key factor that we shouldn't forget is encouragement. There's a little you can do for those who have lost faith in the process. I normally give this example that if you completely lose process or lose trust or lose confidence in a cause, maybe you are sick, for instance, you are so ill, disturbed, you are so down health-wise, and possibly you've lost hope that you can even be healed. There's a level of hope lost that you sustain that God might not be able to help you. He's powerful, he's sovereign, he's all-encompassing. But when you need to muster courage and believe that God can still do wonders, and you lose faith completely in the process, when it comes to your case, God can become powerless, despite it could help you without your string attached to it. But sometimes, no matter how little it is, you need to still keep up and believe that God can help. That is the time He will specialize in things that seemed impossible. So silence could get people to the point where sometimes they could be so frustrated and pack up the whole process, and they join the gang of those who never believed that there was money anywhere to pay anybody. So it is a moment for encouragement where a united front would always help. When we apply pressure on organizations, on this grand ecosystem or the organization behind it, to begin to act swiftly and with integrity towards the cause, as we all believe that there's going to be a delivery of these funds. So there should be an action in time. This is 2025. Forget about the old stories and tales. Forget what is behind us. We need to catch up with what is right before us right now. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new system. It's a new vision. It's a new dream. So let justice and fairness guide the process right now. We must ensure that everyone receives the rightful share of information, rightful share of their disbursement, without creating an atmosphere of anarchy. An atmosphere of anarchy or hostility within the grand ecosystem is already tensed up. The ecosystem is already bewildered, is already tensed up, is already mismanaged. A lot of tension and tenseness is in the air within the grand ecosystem. There is supposed to be a unity, a clarity of purpose, a justice right now. That's what I advocate for. So I can understand the comrade's submission, his pain, and possibly that could be your pain. That could be some other person's pain also. But the fact remains that there should be transparency in all of this process. We hope to still get better information, and definitely we're going to oblige you. We are going to oblige you of the slightest information that we have concerning the UAG disbursement. Let's hope that by God's grace, we will not stay long in this concrete wilderness, because it is not funny. It is not smiling. It's not laughable. Not anymore. Let's call a spade a spade. Thank you. We love you. Keep yourself abreast of information right on this channel. We will definitely supply you with one. Thank you, and I wish you a lovely Sunday still ahead of us, and it's right with us here. God bless you. Have a nice day. Bye for now.